I feel the heat with you staring up across the room. I dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. I feel the heat, fire when the strobe hits you. Bet you're looking for something new. Staring up across the room. Bet I'm a trendsetter too.
Good morning. This is JHS Weekly. I'm Mariah Vasquez.
And I'm Michael Carney. Key Club is hosting an item drive for the Lafayette House, which helps domestic abuse and sexual assault victims in times of crisis. Each day next week, bring a different item to your first hour teacher or Mrs. Adcock's room in D319 to help stock every day. Items for the guests. Put your items for the guests there. Monday, paper towels. Tuesday, Kleenex. Wednesday, toilet paper. Thursday, dinner napkins. Let's join together to do some good for our community.
The Joplin Eagles soccer team will face the Ozark Tigers in the first round of districts Monday the 23rd at 7 p.m. in Nixa. Be sure to wish them good luck.
Miss Vanessa will be taking a group of Joplin High School students on an exciting World Strides promoted trip to California.
We are taking a California trip to look at a lot of different STEM options. We'll be doing marine biology, we'll be doing physics, we'll be doing some chemistry, and we have a lot of stops. We generally start about 7 in the morning and come back about 7 at night, so 12 hours on average is what we're out to do. We will be going on a whale watching cruise. We'll be seeing the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, cable car rides, and all along the way they're going to be explaining the science of how it all works and how it's put together. The trip is going to be June 2nd through the 7th, 2018. The easiest way to sign up to go on this trip is online through worldstrides.com. I have a trip number, an ID number that will be used so that you can make sure that you're signing up for the correct trip. You can also call an 800 number, and there's also sign up by mail. Online is the easiest. There are scholarships available for the students who are under an adjusted gross income that has been set. They can call the 800 number and talk to a representative about that. Before they even sign up for the trip, they will know how much, if any at all, scholarship they will be getting. This is an awesome trip that they can go on. There are many teachers here that take many different types of trips in and out of the country, and this is just one of those that I think that kids would be interested in, and parents too. And everyone's invited.
Well, that looks like a fun trip.
Yeah, it looks like an awesome learning opportunity.
Last Saturday, the JHS Color Guard received Best Guard in their class during prelims at the U.S. Bands competition in Branson. The band placed 7th out of 13 bands in finals. The JHS Marching Band will march in the Maple Leaf Parade this Saturday, October 21st, starting at 9 a.m. Then the band will perform at Carthage High School's new stadium at 4:30 p.m. Come cheer on our Eagle Pride Marching Band.
The last third Thursday artwork of the year is tonight from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Be sure to stop by the JHS Cartoonist Club table. The club will be selling their comics and also creating custom zombie portraits as a fundraiser. You can find the Cartoonist Club set up inside 528 Main, which is across from Instant Karma.
There's an exciting event coming up for the freshman class. Here's Laurel Singh with more.
The freshmen are going to get to participate in the Gauntlet this upcoming Monday and Tuesday. I talked to Ms. Hall to find out more about it.
The Gauntlet takes place in gyms 2 and 3, and then we also take part of the rock wall and some of the ROTC rooms. So we have to set up all of those spaces to where when the classes walk in, everything's ready for them. So that takes a little bit of setup the night before both days. And then we also have to come up with all of the scripts for like our opening ceremony, our theme, what our chants are going to be, how we're going to communicate this to the community, how we're going to acquire sponsorships. So there's a lot of moving parts within the event, but when it all comes together, it's really awesome. We have a group of senior interns that have already participated in the Fusion program for 1 year, and the intern's job is to plan the event, coordinate the event, come up with the theme, the activities. They contact businesses to acquire sponsorships, and just deciding everything that we're doing for the gauntlet. We have all sorts of activities. We have a mixture of physical activities, some mental activities that require thought, kind of like trivia games, and then we also have some speaker stations where students will be able to hear from members of the community and talk about teamwork. Some of our physical activities include 9 Square. That's always a really big hit at tailgates and at our other events. We also have the Cube. Of course, we have the Fusion favorite Slappy Ball. And then we also have things like song trivia and Just Dance and different mixers like that.
This is Laurel Singh with JHD.
Aren't you a Fusion leader?
Yeah, I am. I'm super excited to take my freshman class to compete with it. Thanks, Laurel.
Any student interested in trying out for boys basketball, girls basketball, girls swimming, or wrestling this year will need to attend an informational meeting in the gym today during the last portion of transitions from 11:20 a.m. to 11:47 a.m.
So, Michael, I hear you have a new movie segment.
Yep, I sure do. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, Michael here. Welcome to Movies with Michael, where I'll be talking about 2 different movies for you guys. There will always be one movie which I'll review and one of my personal favorites. Let's get started. First, we're starting with It. It is a new horror movie about a group of young kids called the Losers who discover that their town, Derry, Maine, is being tormented by an evil clown that takes the form of your worst fears. I'm sure many of you know all about it. The bottom line is that this was such an entertaining movie. The dialogue between the Losers was so quick and clever, and I honestly couldn't stop laughing. However, I didn't think that the scary parts of the movie worked that well. Pennywise was a very creepy character, but I thought that he was used a little too by the books, meaning that there are a few too many jump scares. Overall, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about one of my personal favorite movies, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. This is a movie directed by Wes Anderson and stars Bill Murray as a marine biologist who seeks to take revenge on the shark that killed his best friend. This is another hilarious movie. Bill Murray plays such an interesting character who will constantly make you laugh through the way he interacts with the world around him. Also, this is such a great looking movie. If you've never seen a Wes Anderson movie, you definitely should. He uses such vivid colors and his shots are so well composed and unique. Overall, I love this movie. It's a personal favorite and I recommend that you all watch it. Well, this has been Movies with Michael. Thanks for watching.
You know, honestly, I think it deserved an 8, but if you want to give it a 7, it is what it is.
It's okay to have different opinions.
It was a good segment, I'll give you that. Thanks, Michael. Students, be sure you're checking your emails daily to stay updated on what's going on around the school.
This year's web filter is a little different from ones in the past. Here's Alex Hunt with a look into the new edition.
A new web filter has been introduced to the technology at JHS, and this one's a little different than the ones used in the past.
So Securely is the name of the new web filter. It's content-based. Basically, we have web filters every year, and we've just been trying to find the right one that works for us. This one is Securely is used by a lot of large districts that are mostly MAC districts, so it looked like a good move for us. It's kind of getting some attention this year that normally it doesn't get because we implemented it in the beginning of school, right? So the stuff that we typically do during the summer and all the headaches that we work through and everything that goes on, you guys just saw firsthand. It was an emergency purchase because the web filter we were using crashed. It was going to be too costly to fix it. It wasn't performing well anyway. So you guys are seeing a lot of things this school year, especially the beginning of the school year, that we typically do in the summertime that's not seen. So that's why it's getting some attention right now. The biggest difference with Securely versus the other web filters that we've used is Securely is basically a DNS redirect, right? So we just send our DNS request to Securely. That company has all the hardware that manages it. We're typically, our web filter has been a hardware device sitting here at the district, but with 9,000 users on it, and that's why our last one failed. It just couldn't handle the amount of users that we have. So we've taken the hardware out of it. We put that responsibility on Securely to make sure that the hardware works. We just send them our request and tell them what we want filtered. Now we are turning on a feature. It's actually on now. We're going to be introducing it to parents this evening at parent-teacher conferences, where parents can sign up and have their own login, and they can control what they want blocked at their house individually. So it can drill down specifically to just their student. If you've got multiple students in your house, maybe one has a problem with YouTube that you want to get them off of so that they'll stay on task and get their homework done. You can go in and block YouTube for that one student. Get their homework done, and you want to give it back to them, you go in and allow it again. So we're giving parents the ability and the power to control the internet at home.
Reporting for JHD, I'm Alex Hunt.
Thanks, Alex.
The football team will be competing against Lee Summit in their first round of districts this Friday at Junk Stadium. The theme of the game will be Party, so be ready to cheer on your Eagles to victory.
Skills USA is participating in Make a Difference Week by gathering items for the canned food drive. You can still bring your items up to October 24th.
This has been JHS Weekly. Have a great week.
Thank you.